Oh my god. My legs are hurting so bad. Oh, how much more is this? Hi guys, my name is Valerie and I'm a real Prague guide, but today we're not in Prague, we are in Karlštejn. I have so much more to climb. Please, no more hills in this video. Karlštejn is the greatest castle of the Czech Republic, the imperial fort built to protect the crown jewels of the Holy Roman Empire and the imperial relics, like the nail from the Christ's cross, a piece of the Holy Cross, and the Holy Lance of the Roman soldier Longinus. That's right, Longinus was a Roman soldier who stabbed Christ on the cross with his lance. The lance was later discovered during the First Crusade, and the legend says that whoever has this lance will be indestructible. Well, now nobody can have it because the damn Viennese locked it away in the museum. Or it's in Vatican, or in Armenia, or Putin has it. Who knows? Anyways, let's go check Karlštejn out. Getting to Karlštejn is easy. Take a train from the main train station and go to the station Karlštejn. From here you can just walk to the castle. See these rocks? Millions of years ago, this was the bottom of the sea, and these are the formations from that time. If you're into geology, you will be in paradise here. By the way, these rocks were used to build castles like these. The worst part of Karlštejn visit is the way up. Imagine wearing that 40-kilo armor, looking at it, thinking, here the I go. At least you can look at all of these cute houses on the way up. Some Czechs don't even make it to Karlštejn because there are all of these traps laid on the way. So now you enter through the gate of Karlštejn and you might be thinking, that was easy peasy, I would conquer this castle in no time, the imperial crown is mine. Not so fast, look up there. This is where the archers would be waiting for you, and you, my friend, you would be in a death trap. Here you can sort of see how the castle is becoming higher and higher. The imperial treasure would be locked up in the highest tower, only connected with the rest of the castle by the wooden bridge. In case of the siege, they would just burn down the bridge and secure the treasure. I wonder if the phrase burning bridges in relationships comes from here. So who tried to attack Karlštejn? First, it was the Hussites during the so-called Hussite Wars, named after Jan Hus, a preacher and a predecessor to Martin Luther. During that time, Hussites were fighting against the Catholic army who was trying to extinguish the flames of Utracism and Bohemian Kingdom. Hussites were laying sieges at different castles and cities, and when they were attacking Karlštejn, they brought hundreds of barrels filled with human excrements from Prague, and they were catapulting them at the castle. If you would do that to me, I would give you the crown, wish you good luck, and run away, but the defenders of the castles were very brave, and they withstood it. The second most famous army that attacked Karlštejn Karlstein was the Swedish army, and they were successful at it. But to be fair, their weapons were at least 300 years more modern than the defenses of Karlstein. So it's a little bit like admiring aliens in the Mars attack for successfully conquering the White House. By the way, by that time, the crown jewels were already somewhere else, and that's a good thing, otherwise they would be in Sweden by now. If you don't believe me, ask any Swedish person where all of that 30-year war loot comes from. Yes, I will never let go. Let's mention one last fun fact about the defenses of Karlstein. The side of this tower is around 7 meters thick. Try to breach that with a cannonball. Are you feeling sad that you cannot conquer Karlstein Castle? Don't worry, you have me and I will tell you about the biggest weakness of Karlstein. It is this well. When Charles IV was building the castle, they were digging and digging, but never were able to reach the source of water. So what they did, that they connected it with a small stream of water that we saw outside. One poison drop and Karlstein would fall. Legend has it that Charles IV hired the miners from Kutna Hora to dig out the well, and then when the work was done, he ordered to kill all of them.
But there's one more thing, Valerie.
What?
To see that you have to follow me.
We don't have to climb the hill, right? Oh, why did you bring me here?
Well, that's because we are above the castle. Actually, all the hills that surround the castle are above it, which is not very good for defense.
But very good for pictures. So why would Charles IV build Karlstein in such an inconvenient position? One reason would be to hide it, and another is a bit more complicated. Don't forget, Charles was a big mystique. If you count the hills around, you get the number 5, like fingers on a hand, which if you close, you will protect it. Alright, let's go and check the castle inside. You can take the tour of the interiors. Here's how much it costs, and we highly recommend booking it online before your visit. Well, that was nice. We saw the copy of the crown jewels, we saw the place where Charles IV lived, and the place where he locked up his wife. Yeah, that wasn't nice. But overall, the tour was great and we highly recommend it. Alright, let's have some food.
What are you eating, Valerie?
I'm eating a very Czech dish. Chicken curry. There are many restaurants and they're all great. You can also get some ice cream on the way. This one is very popular here, it's called Black Magic. I have so many jokes, but I won't be able to share any of them. Whoever came up with this name deserves a raise. There is another place in Karlstein where you can hide from Hussites. This Second World War bunker. You can take a tour there as well. We were going to our next stop when we saw this. You never know what you stumble upon when you record a video and check it out. Please someone explain what that was. And here's our next stop, the Church of St. Palmatius, the only church with that name in the Czech Republic. That's it, guys. We hope you liked our today's video about Karlstein. I'll leave you here and go shop for some souvenirs, and I will see you in our next video. Bye!